The night is quiet again. The room has settled. The world has slowed down. But your mind is still searching, still asking, still turning over the same questions you could not answer during the day. Why did this happen? What am I supposed to do now? What if things don't change? What if I made the wrong choice? What if I'm not where I'm supposed to be? Some questions don't come with easy answers. They don't resolve in a single thought. They don't disappear just because the day ends. They stay. They return. They wait for quiet moments like this one. And now, in the stillness of the night, they feel closer, louder, heavier, not because they are new, but because there is nothing else to distract you from them. Maybe you have tried to figure things out, tried to think it through, tried to reason your way into peace, but the answers did not come. Or if they did not stay. And now you are here, lying awake, holding questions that do not seem to have a clear ending. Sometimes it is not the fear that keeps us awake. Sometimes it is the uncertainty, the not knowing, the in-between, the space where things have not made sense yet. That space can feel unsettling, like standing in a room with no clear direction, like waiting for something that has not arrived, like trying to trust without being able to see what comes next. And maybe tonight, that is where you are. Not broken, not lost, just unsure, still wondering, still hoping something will become clear. There is a quiet tension in unanswered questions, a weight that does not shout but stays. And maybe you have carried it longer than you expected. Maybe you thought you would understand by now. Maybe you thought things would feel clearer, more certain, more settled. But instead, you are here, still asking, still waiting, still trying to hold on to something you cannot fully see. And maybe what makes this harder is not just the questions, but the silence around them. The feeling that no clear answer is coming right now. That space can feel lonely. But maybe tonight, you are not being asked to solve everything. Maybe you are not being asked to understand it all. Maybe this moment is not about finding answers. Maybe it is about learning to rest even when the answers are not here yet. Because even now, in the middle of your questions, you are not alone. Even in the uncertainty, God has not stepped away. Even in the silence, He is still present. And maybe tonight, before anything becomes clear, you are simply being held in the middle of not knowing. For this moment now, you do not need to find the answers. You do not need to solve what has not become clear yet. You do not need to force your mind into understanding. Tonight can be quieter than that. Tonight can be a place to pause, a place to stop searching for a little while. So let your body rest gently now. Feel where you are, the surface beneath you, the stillness around you. Nothing is asking you to figure everything out right now. Nothing is demanding a conclusion. You are allowed to step out of the questions for a moment. Take a slow breath in, softly, and let it go. Again, a gentle breath in and a quiet breath out. Your mind may still reach for answers. That is all right. You do not need to fight it. You do not need to follow it either. Let the questions drift gently through the background. They do not need to sit at the center of this moment. Your breath can be the center. This quiet can be the center. God's presence can be the center. So breathe again, in and out. Some questions are not meant to be answered in the dark. Some clarity comes slowly, gently, over time. And tonight does not need to carry that weight. You are not behind because you don't know yet. You are not failing because things are still unclear. You are simply in a moment that is not finished unfolding, and that is allowed. So let your thoughts slow down just a little. Not perfectly, not completely, just enough to feel a small space open. A small space where the pressure to know everything begins to loosen. Let your shoulders soften. Let your jaw rest. Let your eyes grow heavier. Even the part of you that keeps searching can begin to rest. Not because everything is resolved, but because you do not have to hold everything all at once. So stay here, with this breath, with this quiet, with this moment that is not asking you for answers, only for stillness, only for presence, only for rest. God, there are questions in my heart tonight. Questions I have carried longer than I expected. Questions I have tried to understand, tried to make sense of, tried to find peace within. But the answers have not come, or they have not stayed. And now I am here, still wondering, still unsure, still holding things I cannot fully see. You already know every question, every thought, every place where I feel uncertain. Nothing about this is hidden from you. Not the confusion, not the waiting, not the quiet tension of not knowing what comes next. And still, you are here. Not distant, not silent in the way it feels, but present, closer than I realize. So tonight, I bring these questions to you, not as problems to solve, but as weight I no longer want to carry alone. If answers are not here yet, help me rest anyway. If clarity takes time, help me trust without seeing everything. If I am in between what was and what will be, help me feel held even here. God, teach my heart how to be at peace, even when things are not fully understood. Not by forcing certainty, not by pretending everything is okay, but by knowing you are still with me, even in this space, even in this silence, even in these questions. Thank you for not leaving me in the unknown. Thank you for holding me in the middle of it. And if tomorrow brings more clarity, I will receive it. But if it does not, help me rest tonight without fear. Help me release the pressure to understand everything. Help me trust that I am not alone in what I don't know. Because even now, in the middle of unanswered questions, You are still near, still steady, still faithful, still holding me. Rest now. God is with you, even in the unknown.